Welcome to the space, to the place where we strive to process our daily lives, where authenticity and just being raw and real is truly welcomed. How else do we uncover the pattern if the pattern is not repeated to see how it functions, to see why it's there? Sometimes you have to go behind the lines of the pattern and understand what structured it, what created it. From where has this come, right? So this process meditation, this practice is much more than just contemplation and breathing. It's a practice of returning to self-responsibility. And we're trying to regulate ourselves and discipline ourselves towards coexistence and co-relationship. So it's about entering a space where we remember what was forgotten. What was forgotten? Why did you forget? Why did you forget your hope and your potential? I'm speaking to you all and myself as well. Why did we forget our potential? Who were we there? What happened and why? Right? So what happened is that you were supplanted by an abnormal event, an event that was abnormal. This is what I think of as abnormal trauma. This sabotage done by people understood in memory as events. Sometimes we even sabotage ourselves. It was about entraining our consciousness to ignore the developmental stage and simply be a fight or flight person. So process meditation is about entraining our consciousness to resense the rhythms of our heart, the energy that pulses there, the memory, the thoughts, the emotions, invigorating and reorienting our awareness inward toward coherence, to listen to the song of our bodies and memories. When we approach a memory, we enter the imprints of that moment. That moment could be considered or contain phenomena. So when we're accessing the body, what we're doing is entering the processes of that particular context. The thoughts, the emotions, the sensations stored within. So in process meditation, we release what's held there. And so this act of meditation releases what's stored, basically. So we're communicating the story, right, of those experiences. We're observing the causal quality of their mixture and asking ourselves, is this what I want? Is this the type of inner world that I want? So through process work with the facilitator, we resolve the abnormal trauma and its nature of what happened. We remember the truth. And here is the truth. We have value, potential, creativity, and are worthy of love. How many of us remember that? And why did we forget it? And who caused us to forget that? The remembrance is achieved by redeveloping a relational bond with the facilitator as it should have occurred long ago in the distant past. Then restoration manifests. The sense of self, no longer shadowed by trauma, understands and restores its remembrance of its own inherent light. I repeat, inherent light. And I really don't know how else to put that. Of course, we can put it as we like. This process is a practice of returning to the light of our inner goodness. And so I invite you all, let's do this thing. Let's meditate, let's be in process, and let's remember our inherent worthiness, our value. I wish you all well. Look after yourselves, keep your hearts safe, and remember, be peaceful and loving.